But we're assembling a square elbow. It's going to have turning vanes, and these are the turning vanes. We're installing them into pro rail, that make pro rail. Cut the vanes to size. You can tell the elbow is going to be large because the rail is cut to the size of the elbow's heel to throat. Each of those rails is pretty long. So that's Duckmate 2-inch hollow vane, and it's going into the 2-inch pro rail. Now we've finished one side. I'm going to pull the rail that's for the other cheek and going to secure it onto each of the hollow vanes. It's just a hickory mallet, a wood mallet with probably a 2.5-inch face. A lot of duck shops will use these wood mallets. And now he's getting the heel of the elbow. The heel has female Pittsburgh. There's roll formed on each of the 2 edges. And now he's getting the cheek. The cheek is the side of the elbow, and it has a right angle flange on the 2 sides that are going to be mating up to that heel. And now he's going to secure the right angle flange into the pocket of the Pittsburgh. Going to line it up and seat it.
44 by 16.
And then secure it. And then going to hammer over the remaining tail of the Pittsburgh seam over itself to create the lock. And he's using that little iron so that he doesn't have to hammer onto the cheek itself to seat it. So in other words, that avoids the hammer marks that you would normally get from seating the cheek into the pocket. He's going to get an air hammer and hammer over the remaining tail of the Pittsburgh seam. And that's going to make it into a Pittsburgh lock. That's a large standing seam that's on the cheek. These air hammers are very, very loud, and so we have turned down the volume. So when chops are making square elbows, they always start off with connecting the heel of the elbow to one of the cheeks. And after the heel is connected, they'll go ahead and connect the throat.
Put the throat on now.
So the throat is made very similar to the heel. It has female Pittsburgh on both the short little edges. Okay, now that the heel and the throat wraps are connected to one of the 2 cheeks, he can go ahead and flip it over and position the frame of turning vane. And he's already just used a template to mark the holes where he's going to drill screws into the turning vane. So he positions the frame of turning vane starting up at the heel and going all the way down to the throat. And now he has the second cheek to secure onto the heel and the throat. That cheek has right angle flange on the heel, the 2 dimensions on the heel, and the 2 dimensions on the throat. That right angle flange will seat into the female Pittsburgh pocket that goes around the heel, and it goes on both of the 2 little links of the throat. And now he's going to do the same thing he did on the cheek that was on the other side. He's going to seat that cheek into the female pocket that spans the two longer lengths of the heel. Now that the pitchblade is closed on the heel, he's going to go ahead and close it on the throat as well. So this four-piece fitting, this large elbow, it has a heel wrap, a throat wrap, and two cheeks, is just about finished. The turning vane is in there and positioned. The holes are pre-drilled into the cheeks, and now he's going to go down and secure the frame of the pro rail
Hit it right there.
to the cheek of the elbow, and he's doing that just using number 10 by 4 drill screws.
How many of these larger elbows do you typically make?
How many these elbows?
Larger ones.
Oh,
If any?
lately it hasn't been very many. Yeah, there's been some. Some I made on the floor wouldn't fit on that damn table.
Now, how much faster is that compared to how you used to do it? Cut it in half?
At least.
So next time you will make the
Yeah.
screw is.
Of course, once they put glue on it, you won't see
Yeah,
anything.
that's right. How long have you had that drill?
3 months.
Oh, really?